Welcome back to Afternoon Live. As a lover of houseplants, there is nothing more frustrating than seeing pesky bugs take over your beautiful blooms. Here with advice on how to prevent bugs and disease to allow your plants to thrive, we welcome Master Gardener Ben Coleman-Fire. Thanks for being here today.
Oh, my pleasure.
You've got great advice for us on what to look for to actually identify the problem first before you jump into a solution, right?
Absolutely. So we usually, it's not that hard to tell when things are going wrong. You get kind of brown tips like this, or your leaf might just fall all the way off.
Sad.
Yeah, sad.
But there are different causes leading to these things.
There are different causes, and if you're a beginner, it can be really hard to tell the difference.
Right.
So what's great is whether you're in Multnomah County or Clark County or you know, really just about anywhere, you've got an extension office, and Master Gardeners is housed there, and you can reach out to them, and they've got an answer desk to help you figure out what's
such a great resource. You're going to walk us through some common issues today, beginning with scale. What are we talking about when we
So I didn't bring you in a whole plant because it's a mess.
Okay.
But I brought you in a branch, and you can see all these little bumps.
Little bumps, yeah.
Are bugs.
Oh,
and
no.
They're gross. They don't move. They just sit there and they suck on the plant and slowly kill it. And you know when you're dealing with scale because typically ants will show up because these bugs produce a sweet little liquid that the ants like to eat. So
how nice of them to invite friends.
Totally, totally. Yeah.
So what do we do once we've identified that scale is the issue?
So because scale, except for a very brief period, doesn't move, you know, the easiest way is just manually removing it. So I like to get a wet washcloth and just kind of strip down the branches. Just go for it. If it's really dense, you can cut off the branch, and you know, leave the plant to grow new greens, and then just diligence.
Right.
Yeah, just
you got to keep watching.
Keep getting them, and eventually the plant will bounce back.
Okay. What about spider mites? What are some signs that you have spider mites?
So I picked up this leaf before. This looks like a classic, and you can see it's red and stippled all over the leaf, and then it's got also this kind of white, powdery business, and that is all a classic sign of spider mites. And those typically show up because you've got too much nitrogen in your soil, or maybe you're not watering enough. They really like a dry environment. So keeping your plant healthy is your best protection against spider mites.
Is there something you can do once they're already there?
Yep, you can, again, sort of mechanical is the best approach, which means I'd take this plant here that leaf came off of, and I'd get it under the hose or under the sink and just really, really rinse it off as best I can. And then just really focus on plant health, and that's going to be your best bet.
Fungal infection, and we're talking more about the soil with this?
Yeah, there are different kinds of fungal infections. The one I brought in today is this spider plant, and it's got a fungal infection in the soil. So best bet for this guy would be to repot him.
Okay.
And if we have time, I can pull a piece out.
Let's go for it.
Okay. So you don't have to be all that gentle. I brought us a bowl of water.
Cool.
And you know, sometimes a problem is also your best opportunity to meet a couple of goals. So in this case, this is just too much plant for this pot.
Okay.
So we're gonna just divide it.
We're gonna do two birds here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've got a hori knife here, and you can use a shovel. You can use kind of whatever you like to get it out. You don't have to be that gentle.
Okay.
And since it's a soil-borne fungus, we want to get the soil off.
Okay.
So I just pull this guy out here. I just shake out as much as I can so I don't make a mess all over your studio. And then I brought some water. We're going to rinse that off. Just get it. It doesn't have to be perfect, but the more clean you can get it, the less likely you're going to bring that fungus over into your next pot. And so if you were doing this under the sink, you'd have better luck being super thorough.
Perfect.
So got some soil here, and we'll just fill this. So I've picked a pot with a hole in the bottom. And that way we can manage drainage. A fungal problem usually comes from too much water. So we're going to pick a pot that allows excess water in case we overwater to come out the bottom and get caught by the saucer. So I'm just going to fill this up here. And I'm not packing it too tight either, because that will also allow the water to run through.
Okay, perfect.
And it's, you know, it's not a science. So you try a little bit of something, see how you're doing.
Right.
And then you can make an adjustment or redo if you need to.
Okay.
No big deal. And the plant won't mind a bit.
So for this guy starting over in a new pot, does it have different needs now that we have replanted?
Not in particular.
Okay.
You know, the leaves are nice and bright green, so the window it was sitting in was probably about the right light level for it. We're just trying to deal with, we missed on the moisture side.
Okay,
so
okay.
Start over with that piece.
And moisture is really, that's where people can go awry with all kinds of plants,
oh, yeah,
right?
totally.
So you've got like a meter to show
I
of
do
how we
have
can
a
keep
meter
track?
to show.
Okay.
So traditionally, you just stick your finger in a knuckle or two deep and see if it was still moist. I find that I can never quite trust myself. So I have this moisture meter. There's a billion brands. It doesn't matter.
Cool.
You can get them kind of anywhere. They're super common. You just stick this guy in, and we just planted this, right? So it's probably pretty dry. It says dry plus, and it tells us the temperature and everything. So I would know if we were at my house, we'd pour some more water in there and get that to moist.
Well, and you mentioned how it's not an exact science, but your plants will really tell you a lot of what you need to know, right?
Absolutely. Yep, they'll start to wilt or brown, or they'll proliferate, and you'll have tons of green on them. They'll talk to you if you pay attention. It's just a slow conversation.
There you go. You got to tune in and find where the clues are. Thank you so much for bringing all this for us today.
My pleasure.
So fun to chat with you. Okay, we will have more information on our website at katu.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this. Great job.